This is the Art Beauty Podcast where we tell the real truth about the fake shit. I'm Amber, and today my gorgeous and fabulous co-host is Miss Anna De La Cruz. She's a master esthetician and head of product development at Glo Skin Beauty. This is a new beauty award winner. This is a fan favorite. I love this, but really, I love you, girl. It's so good to see you.
Right back at ya. I'm so excited to be here. We're gonna have so much fun talking peels today.
We are. We're going to be talking today all about at-home peels. Now, if this is something you've been scared to do, I get it. I've been there. But before we get into that, you were just mentioning that you watched Love is Blind.
Yes, obsessed, binged. Yes.
I binged it too. So I don't watch any reality TV.
Yeah, I know. I'm so bad. There are a lot of franchises out where many people are very savvy. And I'm like, you know a little bit about it, but never watched it.
I feel like, yeah, my girlfriends do a Bravo brunch that I'm obviously not invited to because what would I contribute to it? But I don't know. I find a lot of reality TV, and listen, I'm not poo-pooing. Listen, I watch a lot of really bad scripted drama. I still watch Grey's Anatomy. Enough said. Okay. So in terms of TV,
crime. So I am anything podcast, any Netflix, anything true crime. I'm all about it.
But I like Love is Blind. So like for anybody who hasn't watched this, because I know my mom and dad definitely don't watch it. This is a reality series where people essentially meet each other behind, like in these little pods, so they cannot see each other. And they develop these relationships over what seemed like a period of a week. Maybe it's 2, maybe it's 3. And at the end, they have the choice to propose to somebody sight unseen. Mm-hmm. Very cool. And what I will say is that some of these relationships actually last, but I had no idea, because I never watched season 1, that people could leave each other at the altar.
Right. I know. It's super dramatic. You get so invested because you're rooting. I feel like we're all rooting for, the happy ever afters for everyone. And so it's like, we feel heartbroken as well.
I mean, I got sucked in. I was screaming at the TV. Yeah. I was like live texting all my girlfriends, like, how is this happening? I was horrified for some of the parents who had to go through that process. And like, then your child is standing at the altar and either gets left or I mean, I watched the after show, but like some of the couples are still married.
I know it.
So listen,
I think a lot of us are rooting for maybe a new couple to happen, from the show as well. I think you know who I'm talking about. Yeah.
Doesn't love. I actually just finished Bridgerton last night. I love Bridgerton.
Yeah.
I was also screaming at the TV because I just love love. I love it.
I know what you mean.
You know what else we love?
We love skin. Right?
I was just like, how can we segue into this? You know what else we love? We love good skin. And I want to preface by saying, so I first learned about Glo Skin Beauty's peels. And we're going to talk a little bit about Glo Skin Beauty in case you don't know. But they won the coveted New Beauty Award in 2021 for the GlyPro alpha hydroxy acid resurfacing peel. Now, this was a level 2 peel. And quite frankly, I was afraid to do it. And now I'm kicking myself because when you go on social, we just posted a reel of me doing the Hydra-Bright alpha hydroxy acid glow peel. Loved it. So if you want to learn all about the process and actually see it being done, I have a reel there for you. But more importantly, check us out on social at Art Beauty Podcast, at Glo Skin Beauty, because we are going to be giving away a free peel to one lucky winner. So more on that in social. Before we get into like the nitty gritty of the peels, we know Glo Skin Beauty has deep roots in being a professional skincare brand. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
We've been around for almost 25 years. I think it's wild when I say that out loud because it is. We're so tied to the professional community because that's where our products were born. And so we were developed by a leading plastic surgeon, and he actually created a peel collection. So specifically what he is using, his staff used on their patients coming in to help create transformative results. From there, where we live today, we have a full line of retail products, including everything in the category of skincare as well as mineral makeup. But we always go back, and we've stayed so true to our heritage. We have 11 professional only or back bar peels. And then we have, as of last Friday, for at-home peels. We have 15 total peels within the line, which is so much fun. So we love that beautiful change in the skin.
You have such an incredible professional network. I know this. They reach out. You are so loved. And I thought it was really interesting. You were just telling me that these peels were actually created during COVID.
Yeah,
they were as a response to COVID. Yeah.
Born in the pandemic era. And that's where we really lived in terms of, supporting the professional channel for so many years. COVID and closures hit our industry so hard because everything we do is in person. Everything is close contact. You are right there with your clients as you are performing services on them. So we found ourselves where all of our professional accounts, they were shuttered. They were unable to see clients. So how do we support them? Then the extension to that is their clients. Their clients want to, support their local practitioner, but also they want to maintain their skin. They want to maintain the results that they've been working to achieve with their professional. And so it really was, a challenge that we asked ourselves as the team, here at Glo in terms of, okay, how do we perform a peel service when you can't be in person? Right. And I mean, it's like that, it's not possible, or is it? And so we're really proud in terms of what we were able to accomplish. The reason we were able to jump on this so quickly, product development takes anywhere from 15 to 18 months on average. It can take up to 2-3 years. There's no way, in the matter of weeks that we could have launched our first at-home peel collection if we were starting from scratch.
Right.
The good thing is kind of going back to that almost 25-year heritage, we have a ton of formulas. We are not only in the US, but we're in a lot of international markets that are much more strict than the US. And so we were able to kind of dip into some formulas that what we would consider in the US from the pro perspective on the mild side, a little bit more gentle. A lot of times we love to graduate up and we like to go deep into the skin. We really like to intensify our treatments because we're in person, we know skin, we work with our clients, we know what we need to achieve the transformation for them. And so with that said, we were like, well, gosh, let's try it out. So we kicked off, we said, we need to give the products. When you're thinking of a peel in general, it's not a single product. In the treatment room, it's actually a multi-step process. And it's probably something that when you are receiving as a client, you're not even thinking about. You're like, oh, they put something on, they put something else on, they're putting something else on. For us, the perspective is we're creating a really controlled experience. And so it's a multi-step process that after we cleanse, we introduce exfoliation really gently. And then the next product goes deeper into the skin, and then we apply the peel.
Now, before we get into the process, and again, like I said, you can go to Reels, you can watch me doing this, but I want to address, I was afraid because I've had some professional levels, peels before, and they're no joke. But my sister, who is an esthetician and who loves the new beauty boxes, she got this and she called me and she was like, I'm so excited to try this. And I was like, you do it first. Because she's a professional. She has that training. She knew. But I called and I was like, I'm afraid, Amanda, what do you think? And she was like, Amber, first of all, Glo Skin Beauty is not going to put anything into your hands that is going to hurt you. Second of all, you included everything that we need. The directions are so easy, but I just want to let people at home know, you think peel and you're like, I remember I called you and I was like, is my face going to be peeling off? And you're like, listen, there can be some sensitivity depending on your skin. They're like, for me, who's done everything to my skin, you're like, you're going to be fine. And let me tell you, I did it in my bathroom and I was like, I am obsessed. I called you immediately and was like, what do you think of this? I'm ready to go. So if you're worried, I do want to say these are effective ingredients, but not something to be afraid of. And I love how in all of these kits, you've included everything right down to the Q-tips, the cotton swabs, the barrier balm, a headband.
Yeah. We literally say we include all products and accessories. So if we say start with clean skin, guess what? We give you the cleanser to start with, right? But then also all of the applicators, so that if we say apply the peel, we give you the little cup to pour the peel into, we give you the applicator so you can put it on. So you are just showing up for this either on your own, like Amber, you recently did, but you filmed for all of us. But you could also do this in person or virtually with friends. it is such a fun, like, girls' night. I know Mother's Day, it was a really popular service that we had people buying 2 at a time because they were going to do one, send one to mom, vice versa. So it's just a fun experience that you can have. I think a lot of people with peels, and this is one of the really fun things that, again, not everyone receives professional services, or sometimes people have been a little worried, like, is it going to be too strong? It's not. And this is such a phenomenal opportunity for us to introduce peels to the world, where you're like, oh my gosh, now I'm hooked. Now I absolutely am going to find a local professional and get something even stronger. I'm ready to go to the next level. But don't think Sex in the City. I think we all can kind of remember
Samantha.
like hiding behind that giant sun hat, that red burnt skin. Modern day peel formulas are really beautifully balanced. So oftentimes we us, we love those actives. So we will instantly go to our hydroxys that are in it. We'll be like, in the case of what you did, Amber, 10% vegan lactic acid. The one that was a New Beauty Award winner is a 30% glycolic acid. So we'd love to lead with that. But then the other thing is there's so many really nice supporting ingredients that are botanical soothers and hydrators. So it's really balancing the experience in the peel itself, as well as, again, it's a multi-step process. So I always relate to that, kind of think in terms of you're by a pool and you kind of like dip your toes in. That's that first product. Then you might go a little bit deeper, kind of step down 1 or 2 steps. So you're, kind of going down to the knees. You're really kind of acclimating yourself before you go and kind of dive in a lot of times. That's what we're wanting to do, because if we dive in, sometimes for the skin, that's when the skin gets the freak out, where they're like, whoa, too fast, too soon, too deep. And then maybe your skin will have the reactions of redness, irritation, even peeling sometimes. A lot of our peels, oftentimes you don't even peel from them anymore, but you get the result. So it's like getting the benefit without having any downtime, which I think is what we all as consumers want. It's like, give me all of the good and none of the bad. I want that.
I started with, and you're very honest on your box with like, this is a level 1, this is a level 2 peel. So I started with the Hydra-Bright alpha hydroxy acid glow peel, which was a level 1. So, if you're looking to get into this, and maybe before we talk about the different steps, let's talk about, you've got 4 kits now, or 5 kits now available.
4 newly available. Yeah. Our newest one just launched last Friday.
Okay. And the newest one just launched. So let's go through them. Let's start with the level 1, right? So the Hydra-Bright alpha hydroxy acid glow peel. Who is that really good for?
And this is so our name is Glo Skin Beauty. We are champions of creating glowy skin for everyone. And so that is the perfect starting off point, because who doesn't want more even toned skin, more radiance, have that instant glow boost? I feel like that one is just such a perfect recommendation for anyone who's new to peels. If you've never experienced one, it's such a year-round favorite as well, because you can even use it in the summertime, as we are, I think, all very anxiously approaching and excited about. It is a 10% vegan lactic acid, so it's going to be really appropriate for all complexion levels, all sensitivity levels, and even if you've never experienced a peel before, it's going to be a great intro level.
This is your great intro level. And trust me, afterwards, you'll see my skin was literally glowing. And you'll also see in the video, I show you immediately after, when I say my skin was a little pink, maybe, but like not even, like maybe I had just run up the stairs type of the pink, like a very, very light, mild. So what about now, the New Beauty 2021 award winner, which was the GlyPro alpha hydroxy acid resurfacing peel?
Yeah, so that one's then going where our intro level peel, we actually have one other one as well. We'll talk about that after the GlyPro, but this is going to be a 30% glycolic acid. So this is much more for somebody who's like, hey, guess what? I've used peels before, or at home, some of your serum products, about retinol, about alpha or beta hydroxy acids. So these products have lived in your routine. Your skin has acclimated, your skin's ready to level up from your home care. And this is really where the at-home peels come in such a great way, where it's like, if you have active products already, this is only going to help you level up and enhance them. So this is a 30% glycolic acid. When you think about what that alpha hydroxy acid does, it is such a gold standard. It's been around for so many years, and it really is well known and used across because it has a small molecule and it really targets texture. Texture, when you think about it, I oftentimes kind of think about two different clientele that complain about texture issues. Generally, that kind of that oily acneic skin, because they're talking about texture with like large pores, right? Sometimes even just that kind of that orange peel kind of texture to the skin, not necessarily congestion, but a little bit more of that thicker, coarse texture. Then you go opposite end of the spectrum, and then you have anyone concerned with aging. So fine lines, wrinkles, texture in terms of, that loss of elasticity within the skin. Glycolic acid is really going to help to address texture concerns, meeting different needs for different clients, kind of based on what it is you're concerned about. It's all about refining, really smoothing the skin and helping to overall just to enhance your complexion.
And I love that too, because listen, just as aging skin, without without any acne, I'm starting to notice, your pores get a little bit bigger. Sometimes if you're in an environment that has heavy pollution, you might be noticing this. So this is a really great way to sort of target and tackle that. What was the other level 1 that you wanted to mention?
The other level one was actually the first peel that we launched during the pandemic, and that is called Retinol+C Peel Boost. Okay. So this is a 1% retinol and vitamin C peel. This one, instead of a headband, you're actually given a brush to apply it. It is bright yellow because we know retinol, it's natural color. Think of like an egg yolk.
Yes.
That vitamin A that you're getting. So that one is really, again, a great introductory peel. Because it is retinol, if you've never used a retinol before, I'd say go with the Hydra-Bright AHA Glow Peel, because that's going to be that large molecule lactic acid, a little bit more user-friendly. But if you've used a retinol before, if somebody asks you, do you consider your skin sensitive? And you're not, no, not really. You can absolutely be introduced with the Retinol+C Peel Boost. And so again, that one is going to be a little boost of brightening, a little smoothing and softening as well.
And now, is the Renew EGFS, is that still one of the peels?
So that's the 5th one that you're talking about. That's a facial box.
So got it. Okay, so that was the facial.
We're branching outside, really just continuing to embrace self-care at home when people really want to, give themselves a little bit of pampering, a little bit of a spa experience. So we have our peel boxes. We have the equivalent in facial boxes.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. And I want to hit back because you kind of brushed over this, but Mother's Day is coming up. And listen, Mother's Day can be, if your biological mother is still around, or the woman that you call your mother, wonderful. But there are so many women who are, maybe your best friend is a mother and you want to celebrate her. There's so many women who just in my life have acted in mothering ways. What a lovely way to connect with somebody. I love that you said, hey, let's hop on a Zoom, let's do this together, or like hop on a phone call and do this together. What a lovely thing to do. Oh, I love that it's a facial too. So for people, because I'm telling you, when you get this kit, if you are looking for that gift, and it's under $100, so right price point, but that looks so impressive. I'm telling you, I opened that box and I was like, oh, this is like, it is your peel or your facial in a box, but you've really well thought about it. You've got, even though it's just so well thought of, it's a beautiful gift. So, okay. Now I know that that's a facial. Good to know. We'll bring you back for that one.
And I'll just even give you a little tiny comparison between the two. Our peel boxes, so we'll talk about our newest one as well, but our peel boxes, we call them single-use peel services. And so really when you open it up, I don't know about you, but I'm such a sucker for like little tiny baby things.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know I needed that in my life, but now that I saw it, I can't live without it. Like, give it to me. Give me all the baby sizes of things. They're just so darn cute. So in the peel box, you have products that are designed for single-use application. As you said, Amber, the step-by-step directions lay it out, exactly what to put on, when, how long to keep it on, what to put it on with. And then you're given one product in the peel box that's actually a half size of one of our hero serums.
Right.
This is going to be directly related to what this peel was designed to do. So Hydra-Bright Glow Peel. You have our arbutin drop.
Yep. So see, I know, because I use them, because it sat in my, and then it was like, you could use that for the next week or so, which is great.
Yes. And that's going to take your peel service from a single use full peel. Then you have that serum that lives on with you. You're going to have anywhere from 2 to 4 week application where you can enhance that exfoliation experience, really helping to smooth and soften. And then hopefully you've been introduced to products that you're like, well, gosh, I I love this. I need to re-up on this full size serum because I really love the benefits. So we love the opportunity that you are being introduced to some really great hero products within the line as well, that you can continue to bring into your routine above and beyond just your monthly peel kit.
These are also great. Sorry, it just hit me. We're going into wedding season. So these are great. If you've got a bridal party, what an awesome gift. Like I'd be so psyched as a bridesmaid to get this instead of like, you know, a glass that says amber on it. Sorry. But you know, like this is a really great together. So cute. Oh, I love it. Or bachelorette party idea. So fun.
Yes.
Girls trip weekends. Oh my gosh, my head is just turning. So now there's a new one. There's a new beta clarity alpha hydroxy acid clarifying peel. Now this one comes in a silver box.
It's like this beautiful, like bluish.
Okay.
It's my favorite. We have 7 solution categories, and each category is designated a color. And Clarifying Balance has this really beautiful silvery blue gray. It is so soft and beautiful. I just personally love it so much, but it is such a fun peel because who doesn't want to glow? I think another question that a lot of people have is like, who doesn't have a breakout, right? Who is the lucky individual that's like, me, I've never in my life. Everybody experiences breakouts. And I think we know, especially for those of us adults, where the average age of the acne sufferer has increased. The reason is we're seeing adult acne. We're seeing individuals have breakouts. Sometimes they're like, oh my gosh, I never had breakouts as a teen. What is happening now?
Hormones,
right?
Stress, environment
combo, right? And so, I mean, and then obviously our last 2 years, so much about like mask wearing has, you know, kind of that trapping and, you know, just that area, that lower portion of our face where we're like, I cannot get this under control. What's going on? Like, this is not my skin. I think some of us as well, just in hormones, think of regular influx of hormones, but also certain milestones like, you know, becoming pregnant, having a baby. A lot of times we'll have people that are like, my skin's freaking out. It's never done this before. And so it's
menopause.
Yes.
Listen, something that we need to talk about more as women, ladies, menopause, right? I mean, these changes, and that can go on perimenopause, menopause. I mean, you're going to be changing. Your skin's going to be changing. So I know I see a lot of that too.
Again, when you think of that teen skin, oftentimes it's like that oil production kicks in. And so it's so closely associated with that excess oil, dead skin cells, you know, clogging your follicles, leading to congestion, to inflamed breakouts. And so a lot of us in, you know, 40 plus, it's like, well, I'm not necessarily super oily anymore. You know, I'm more combination, maybe I'm even dry, but I'm getting breakouts. And so that's where, again, like you said, there's so many other factors that come into play. They can be persistent breakouts, especially when they are those, you know, kind of lower jawline, you know, stress-induced, hormonally induced breakouts. And so it's one of those things that so many people, especially the last 2 years, have been dealing with breakout issues. And so this is one that I think it's going to be a hit. I know personally, the last 2 years as we've been developing it, I was like, gosh, I wish this was available for everybody because you're just hearing people like, what do I do? And I'm like, we're so close. Just wait a little longer. It's coming.
Hang in there. Yes. You know what? An interesting thing too. What is like the shelf life of these? Because you know what? It might be nice to have something like that. You know, because it's always like when you break out, if your person does break out, you want that emergency stash.
We have all of our products will always have a minimum of a 2-year shelf life. And
great.
So that generally speaking, it'll go up to 3 years, but 2 years is going to be the minimum. So that's kind of your general rule and guideline. If you bring it in and let's say again, you kind of bring in 1 or 2 because maybe you want to do something with, you know, with a girlfriend. But if you tuck it away, you can have it. It can be on standby for you.
Which is so good because like, I feel like for, you know, like there's doomsday preppers out there. Like I'm a doomsday beauty day prepper, right? So I want to have like those things for like that emergency. Like you need to have the eye patches. I'm not always puffy, but yeah, when that breakout comes and it's always going to be at the worst moment, you want to have that on hand to kind of get a hold of it. Sometimes I bet it's good too. If you know, you've got a really stressful event coming up, I'm going back to brides. You know, I think it was Dr. Dennis Gross was like, the pimple that you see today is actually from like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. I was literally just going to say that because when you said, when tell me how much, when you feel your skin and you're like, oh, I feel it coming on. You feel that tenderness of that inflammation under the surface. It can take up to 4 weeks for a breakout to be working under the surface. That bacteria, within that follicle, creating the inflammation before you start to see it and feel it. So absolutely, if you can catch it early on, a lot of times that cycle is much more alleviated. You are reducing the life of that breakout. And if you're using this on a regular basis, you're only going to help promote a clear skin all the time.
So that's an interesting thing. I think of, because again, I've always thought of peels in like a professional capacity, and you're not, well, maybe people are going in monthly. What is like the recommended usage for these peels?
Yeah. Our home care peels, we say 1 time per month.
Okay.
Some people are like, can I do 2? And after 1 or 2 months, you absolutely can. We love them being used in conjunction with professional treatments. Again, some people are like, I actually don't have a professional. I don't receive regular treatments. These are going to be your savior for those of us. And I mean, I feel like so many people in your community, Amber, we are the junkies. We're like, what's new? What's on your treatment menu? Sign me up. Like, how early can I get in for that? A lot of us love getting services. These peel boxes work in conjunction with professional services. Number one, if you use a peel box 2 weeks before, so chat with your professional, make sure they're in the loop to this, but generally speaking, 2 weeks before, you're only going to help to better prepare your skin for a deeper level service in with your pro. If you receive a professional service, we typically say 2 to 4 weeks afterwards, use a peel box to extend and enhance those results. So a lot of the professionals that work with our products, retail-wise, in their treatment room, they actually work them into treatment schedules and in peel series and services to really get the best of both worlds.
And I love you. You are so supportive of your professional community. In fact, if you go on Glo Skin Beauty, you can find a professional retailer there. And I love too that you said that you can schedule sort of one-on-ones online, right? Virtual consultations.
Yep.
Great.
Absolutely.
And also congratulations, because I know that you're at Neiman's now.
I know it's one of those things we want to help build brand awareness. We have a beautiful little curated mix. Not for those of you that know our line, we have a very extensive line. We have a lot of skincare, a lot of mineral makeup and beauty products. Neiman's, we have a tight little mix, but it's really to help grow our brand awareness, have more people exposed to Glo Skin Beauty and the transformation that our products can provide. And we really do we want them seeking out next level services. We want them, being introduced to something and be like, oh, what else is there? I want more.
This is kind of like the good taste of like, then what you could go then to your professional and request, I want a Glo Skin peel because I know that I've done this at home. I really like it. Or vice versa. I am with a Glo Skin professional. I've loved your services. And now this is something that I can take home to help extend the life of that or even enhance that. So now I'm going to put you on the spot. Is there one that's your favorite?
Well, it's so hard. This is the thing. When you work in product development, you work behind the scenes for, like I said, over a year with these. So you become so attached to them. They're your babies.
They're your babies.
And you always do love the new baby. Because again, you're like, I need everybody else to meet this.
Yeah.
So Beta Clarity HA Clarifying Peel, the reason why I'm so obsessed with it right now, it's a 20% mandelic acid peel. Mandelic acid is one we have been really focused on for the last 4 years because it is really bringing that relevant conversation. I feel like it really kind of started in beauty land with foundations where inclusivity and making sure that we are representing and really making products appropriate for all complexion levels, all sensitivity levels. I feel like when you come to skincare, that relevant conversation for making inclusive products that can be used by everybody really is enhanced when you're talking about exfoliation, because you want to make sure that you are creating products that everybody can use. And I feel like mandelic acid, when we talk about alpha hydroxy acids, and lactic acid is so well known, it's a large molecule. Mandelic acid is even larger than that. So it's a really slowly penetrating molecule, which means it's very friendly. You have very little, it's called a non-irritating acid. So for medium, deeper complexions, for very sensitive clients, it works wonders. And so we love that anybody can use this peel. but it also, all peels, you know, everything at the end of the day, they're all going to help to smooth and resurface the skin.
Right.
Mandelic acid is really going to help to really target purifying the skin, helping to brighten the skin. So that's why it's especially great for anyone with breakouts, because when we talk about bright, sometimes we're thinking about pigmentation or, you know, that freckles or sun-induced damage, but think about those shadow marks, right? So you get the breakout's healed, but you still see that pesky little mark on your skin. You're like, why won't that go away? This peel with mandelic acid, we have a little salicylic acid, we have vitamin C, niacinamide. It's going to help to target and break up that little congested area of pigmentation in the skin, so you can have a clear and more clarified complexion all the time, which is ultimately, I think, again, what we want.
You know, when you're saying all this, I'm thinking too, like, is this good for the beta clarity? Maybe for guys with beards, like who have that, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
With like ingrown hairs and whatnot, that's going to help kind of clean that gunk out.
Yeah.
Can you apply it with a beard?
What was that?
Can you apply it with a beard? Yeah, I guess you just kind of.
I mean, I would like, what length hair are we talking about? Would be my first.
Like a short beard, not like.
Yeah. So if it's shorter hair, absolutely. We have some lovely individuals.
Like a metro beard.
Team. Yes, that use it. I love that you mentioned it though, too, because number one, we're kind of approaching, like, June is Acne Awareness Month. So we're getting there. But in the summer months, we tend to wear, you know, show off a little bit more skin. And so it kind of goes even beyond just our face in terms of breakouts, but neck and décolleté, back, shoulders. Think in terms of, you know, those other areas on the body that we absolutely can experience breakouts. You can use this.
Your butt. I'm sorry, I say this all the time. I know it's embarrassing, but like, I get on the Peloton and, you know, you get those lines on the legs, and bathing suit sees, not lines. You get those little bumps on the back of the butt. It happens. Maybe nobody else gets that, but I certainly get that.
Real life.
Real life. And that is tragic during bathing suit season. Especially with, have you seen like, I mean, I was in Tulum in January, and I was like everybody's wearing a thong now. They're really much more flattering on the butt. I just don't know if I'm brave enough.
Yeah, they are back. I'm certainly, yeah, I've been.
But like everybody, everybody. Like, it wasn't just like the 20-something-year-old little cute girls with the tight tushies and like, no, it was like mothers, grandmothers out there. And I'm like, oh, all right.
I feel like when, you know, first time kind of going to, I remember going to Portugal as one of my first kind of that European, when you go and you're like, oh, yes, celebrate that body.
Yeah.
I love this. But yeah. I
will tell you, would you do a thong bathing suit?
Me personally, not going to happen.
But I'm going to challenge you at some point in the privacy of your own home, or in the privacy of a dressing room. You should try one on, because you know what? Across the board, once you can get over like the initial, wow, I'm really being revealing, it's a very flattering cut on all butts.
I'm actually seeing what you're saying right now, and I'm believing it. I
mean, I don't know if I'll do it, but I'm in a slow convincing myself. Cause listen, nobody wants to see this, but if you have to see it anyway, like, we might as well enhance our assets, if you know what I'm saying.
I like it. And then, so if we need any smoothing, if we need any, you know,
but if you're enhancing, you certainly would
in that department
want to make sure that
prep work.
It's all prepped. Oh my God, Anna, I love you so, so much. I want to thank you so much, because I think that really, again, when you go on social, and you know, this is such an easy peel to do. It is step-by-step. They've given you everything that you need. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can always reach out to Anna. I can pass those questions along. If people want to know more about this though, and you've got great videos on your website, where should they go?
Our team has been so incredible. And I think just because we love peels and we really want to provide not just the products, but also the education, the knowledge to help build confidence for everyone, not just our pro community, but also for every consumer out there. So our team has incredible assets on our website, gloskinbeauty.com. So you can find the individual peels. We have videos for each of them. We have blog articles talking about exfoliation, different acids. When you jump on our website, hop around a little bit, you're going to find a lot of really great material and information. Again, We love our products, but we love providing education and information just about the industry in general.
Amazing. And listen, go to social, go to @ArtBeauty Podcast, go to @Glo Skin Beauty. We later this week will be doing a giveaway because Anna wanted to share the love of this peel. So make sure you go there. You're going to learn all about that. I will have up my reel of me using the Glow peel, which you'll see it was instantly glowy. So easy to do. Anna, thank you so much for being on with us today.
Thank you so much. Anytime, you know where to find me.
I know where to find you.
Thank you so much. This was highlight of my day. I love it.
Congrats on the latest New Beauty Award winning for the C Shield. I'm really excited. And listen, Anna and I will be discussing this New Beauty Award winning product on May 4th. So hit me up for that link. Go to New Beauty's page for that. But we're going to be doing a live show. We're going to have tons of giveaways on that show as well. So it's just a win-win-win. You definitely don't want to miss this. And if you have questions you want me to pass on to Anna, I'm always happy to do that. Email me at hello@artbeautypodcast.com. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and right here on YouTube @artbeautypodcast. And you know what we say? We're going to see you next Tuesday with brighter, glowier skin.
Love it.
Bye.